Okay guys, you've heard that there's going to be snow. Is there going to be a snow day tomorrow? Probably not, because I haven't seen anything that's going to show some weather that's going to go through this area that's going to cause any precipitation. Today it was cloudy with a high of 44 degrees. Tonight it will be a low of 24 degrees, excuse me. And that's going to be really cold, below freezing temperatures. Tomorrow it will warm up a little bit. It'll be high of 50 degrees, and we will see some precipitation in the afternoon, late afternoon into the evening. It'll be a little colder in the evening, and that's when we can see the snow, maybe, most likely a wintry mix. Let's take a look at the national satellite map. And you can see there's a lot of different systems coming on right now, but the one that we really want to pay attention to is the one in Texas. That's actually going to come up, and that's going to affect the precipitation that we're going to see tomorrow night going into Wednesday. If we look at Carolina's satellite map, right now we have a couple different systems coming in, but that's not really affecting us right now. If you look at the current surface map, you can get a better look of the front. It's actually coming in. Right now it's probably going through Alabama, and then tomorrow it will come through the Carolinas. And we're going to definitely get some precipitation. It will cool down in the evening, and so that's probably when we'll maybe get some snow, most likely some ice. And for weather headlines, it's going to snow is not likely. I'm not going to hedge my bets. I think that there's probably going to be a little bit of flurries, not actual snow or accumulation, because it's going to be very warm during the day. Now, there's definitely going to be rain on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Then it also might be icy in the evenings because of the cold temperatures that will probably be around the freezing mark. And finally, there'll be low 50s and 40s for the rest of the week. Let's look at all the temperatures in America for you guys going away for fake break. You can see if you're a northerner, it's going to be a little cold. It's probably going to be in the 20s or 30s, so not as nice as the 40-degree day we saw today. And let's take a look at the Phoenix 5-day forecast. It's going to be highs of 40s and 50s in the end of the week, which will be really great if you're going to stick around here for Elon for fake break.
So Grace, what are your plans for a fake break?
I'm going to stick around here. You know, it'll be okay for the most part, a little rain and snow, but I think I can handle it. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to fly home tomorrow to Atlanta for a fake break.
I'll be driving home, so not nearly as bad.
That'll be great.
All right, thanks, Grace. If you decide to brave the snow and ice to go home for fake break, here are some safe tips to get you home safe. Avoid slipping by accelerating and decelerating slowly. Keep an eye out for black ice and other slick spots, especially as you drive over bridges and overpasses. If you feel your car starting to slip or slide, steer in the direction your car is sliding.
And if you're flying out of RDU Airport to get home for break, your flight could leave from the new part of Terminal 2. The terminal's new Concourse D officially opened Sunday. Passengers flying on U.S. Airways and Continental Airlines will now fly out of Concourse D. The new section has 13 shops and restaurants. The first phase of Terminal 2 was completed in October 2008 and houses American, Delta, and United Airlines. If you follow a horoscope, you may be in for quite a shock. The signs are changing, and there's more to the switch than you might think. I recently looked to the stars to find out more.
I like being Capricorn. It's the ram, so sheep.
Elon student Hannah Delacourt believes her horoscope says something about her personality.
They describe what a Capricorn is, and it's kind of like calm, artistic, and very caring, and that's kind of who I think I am.
But recently, an alleged 13th horoscope was discovered, leaving many horoscope followers stressing over their new sign.
If mine did change, I think that'd be really weird because I'm used to being a Capricorn, and I don't think I could see myself as being anything else.
The new sign is called Ophiuchus and is represented by a man holding a snake. But Elon professor Tony Kreider says there's nothing new about the Ophiuchus sign.
There have been 13 constellations in the zodiac for about 2,000 years.
Since the 13th sign has been around for the entire modern era, according to Dr. Kreider, our horoscopes aren't changing, they've just been wrong.
Professional astrologers have known about this for 1,000 years as well. And what they did was to say, oh, well, we're just going to stick with wherever the sun was back when the astrological signs were cast, and it doesn't really matter.
Ophiuchus occurs from November 29th to December 17th, and it pushes the other signs into different months as well.
Saying random things that could apply to anybody and then getting them to ignore any of the mistakes that you make is a really easy thing to do.
But if it means staying the same, people like Hannah Delacourt are willing to continue ignoring.
It's definitely not like being something else.
If you want to be surprised about this year's spring show acts, you may want to cover your ears. Mashup trio Super Mash Bros will be joining opening act Neon Trees, according to concert website songkick.com. Subs said they won't confirm the spring show's acts until their official reveal on February 5th. That announcement will come during halftime of the men's basketball game against Appalachian.
Elon announced this week that Navy Vice Admiral William Gortney will speak at this year's commencement. Gortney currently serves as director of the Joint Staff at the Pentagon. Gortney graduated from Elon in 1977, and he has also served as commander of U.S. Naval Forces in Central Command. Gortney has been awarded the Navy Distinguished Service Medal, the Bronze Star, and 3 Meritorious Service Medals. Commencement is on May 21st. The fountain outside of Corey Business Center is empty again. Elon's physical plant drained the fountain to fix a busted pipe. Since the pipe was underneath the fountain, it had to be completely drained. Pipes typically take about a week to fix. The fountain is back up and running.
On Tuesday, Starbucks introduced their largest cup in North Carolina stores. 30 means 30 in Italian, but this cup actually holds 31 ounces. The new cup holds more than the average human stomach is capable of holding. The 31-ounce cup is only available for some iced drinks, but not iced lattes. Customers can purchase iced tea, coffee, and lemonade. The drinks cost about 50 cents more than the venti size. The 30 size will be available nationwide on May 3rd. Whether it snows or not, most students have plans for fake break. We caught up with a few students to see what's in store for them as we head into break.
So what are you doing over the fake break?
I'm just going to head home, spend some time with my family, go see a couple of friends over at Wake Forest.
For fake break, I'm rushing a sorority.
So I'll probably just go home and spend those few days with the family and I guess just kind of get organized for the next semester, really.
Some Elon students found themselves tapped out this weekend as one winter term dance class put on its annual performance. Nicole Chadwick has more.
Absolutely, I am nervous.
Senior Bill Commander has spent the past 4 years as a dancer in Tapped Out.
First 2 years I just danced. I loved being a part of it. It was great. I've been tapping since God only knows how long.
But this year, he laced up his shoes and prepared for a new challenge. Instead of all semester to prepare, he only has 3 weeks.
But now everything is tightly, everybody comes for the 3 hours. As you'll see, we'll get a lot done.
Gene Medler had a hand in making the change. He says it resulted in a different kind of experience.
It's really been an interesting contrast.
As the man responsible for all the dance moves, it means Commander's under the gun to plan his performance and then dance in it.
It's really tough. A lot of pressure on choreographer, and there is pressure on dancers because while you are rehearsing a lot, it's jam-packed real close.
With showtime just around the corner, Commander's ready to take the stage.
It's always great to get up here and perform, and once I get out on stage, it makes it all worth it.
His hard work paid off. Tapped Out hosted over 600 people over 4 performances. Nicole Chadwick, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.
So you think you can dance? Turns out folks here at Elon do.
So you think you can dance? 2011 champion, Taylor.
Night, Elon's DanceWorks Club hosted the finale of its version of the TV series So You Think You Can Dance and crowned Taylor Allcutt as Elon's favorite dancer. The 6 finalists danced a solo and a duet for the audience before voting began. Elon's Finest Dance Sports Ballrooms Club, Urgent Message, and last year's winner Elise Kime also made appearances that night. DanceWorks Club President Meg Ralston Asamendi says there were a lot of good contestants to choose from.
Well, the top 6 were all phenomenal, so any one of them would have been a fabulous choice for Elon's favorite dancer, but Taylor had a lot of fans in the house tonight.
Taylor's prize is a solo performance in DanceWorks' spring concert in April.
Steve Roth standing by live in Alumni Gym. Steve, what do we have coming up in sports?
The Lady Mountaineers of Appalachian State will tip off with your Phoenix. coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. Just about a half an hour from now. Stay tuned next in sports. Hey Elon, I'm Steve Roth, live in Alumni Gym. The women's basketball team is warming up for their game against Appalachian State. The Lady Phoenix beat College of Charleston on Saturday by a score of 56-49, giving them 8 wins and 2 losses in the Southern Conference. Elon and App are now tied for first place in the SoCon, so tonight's matchup will decide who stands on top of the standings. The men's basketball team had a big game last week. It was a crazy scene in Alumni Gym last week on Thursday when the Phoenix took on Coach Matheny's former team, the Davidson Wildcats.
Everyone was there, including new football coach Jason Swepson, President Lambert, and of course, Dr. Danley. The Phoenix get their first points off this jumper from junior Drew Spradlin. Then who? It's Drew. Once again, Spradlin finished with 28 points. Davidson led 36-33 at the half when this happened. This student makes a half-court shot and wins a trip to the Southern Conference Tournament. After the break, it's Chris Long from Long. He finished with 16. After another Spradlin 3, take a look at the Phoenix fans going wild. Later, Lucas Troutman has the play of the game as he gets the rebound from 2 defenders and slams it home. The fans urge Davidson to drive home safely. They hug, they scream, they jump up and down, and they leave happy as your Elon Phoenix beat the Wildcats in a close one by a final score of 77-70.
After the game, Coach Matheny talked about what it's like to face his old team.
Personally, it's tough for me at times to look down and see them down there because they mean so much to me. So one thing that Coach McKillop taught me was to compartmentalize situations like that, so I don't look down there very often.
The men's team played again on Saturday night against Georgia Southern. They defeated them 84-62. The tennis teams had some very tough weekend opponents. The women's team played against the 6th-ranked North Carolina and lost 7-0 on Saturday, while the men's team lost to the 14th-ranked Duke University 7-0 on Sunday. Head football coach Jason Swepson has been busy lately, but we were able to sit down with him and find out what kind of success he wants in his athletes.
We want to be champions in the classroom, we want to be champions in the community, and we want to be champions on the field. And the great thing about this place is that we are champions in the classroom, and we are champions in the community. Now it's my job, along with the staff, to make us champions on the field, and that's what we will do.
The women's team tips off against Appalachian State at 7 o'clock, so make sure to come down and cheer on your Phoenix. Live at Alumni Gym for Phoenix 14, I'm Steve Roth. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Steve. Here's something that makes me tired just thinking about it. During the men's basketball game against Davidson on Thursday, students were invited to compete in the Chin Up Challenge, courtesy of the U.S. Marine Corps.
Students did as many chin-ups as they could to win the Almighty Champions Trophy. The winner with 22 chin-ups was Lauren Sneed.
She gets the trophy and a picture to hang on her fridge. 22 chin-ups, that's impressive.
I can barely do one myself, you know.
I don't think I could do anything similar to that. That's all the news we have for you tonight.
For news throughout the week, check our website at www.phoenix14news.wordpress.com.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook for the news that matters to you. I'm Jason Puckett.
And I'm Addie Haney. Good luck on winter term exams and have a great break.